Hey guys, a little quick video for you on a couple of books that I wanted to show you. The first one here is Failure of Civility, How to Defend and Protect You and Your Family, Friends, and Neighborhood and America During a Disaster or a Crisis. The authors are Mike Grand and Jack Lawson. You can pick this up by going to the website, which is right there on the book, www.failureofcivility.com. This is what it looks like. It's a fairly large book, size-wise, fairly thick, but this is a really good book for the armed prepared citizen, or really anybody that's into preparedness. What this book breaks down and goes into is from a very basic layman's point of view of getting yourself set up and prepared, getting friends, family, neighbors, etc. set up, prepared, some thoughts and ideas on how to put together your own team, or as they call in the book, a NPT, Neighborhood Protection Team. Ideally, that's designed around the concept of organizing your friends and neighbors in your neighborhood so that everybody comes together and works together. If God forbid, things ever really went south or went bad, you can take a lot of those things and adapt it to your own team, say at a single retreat location, or as they do in the book, for like an entire neighborhood with multiple buildings and homes and stuff like that. So you can take the information either way, but it's fairly in-depth. Excuse me. There's a lot of bullet points, there's pictures, diagrams. They don't put everything strictly in like military acronym and jargon. They really break it down from a layman's point of view. And again, they give you a lot of diagrams and stuff so that it really helps explain what they're saying. So it's really a good book. I don't want to overplay it, but from a beginner standpoint, just starting out, all the way up to somebody that's maybe more experienced, somebody with military experience, etc. There's something in here that everybody can get something out of. And again, it's not just for neighborhood. They've even got stuff in there if you're like in an apartment building or something, how you can organize your neighbors in an apartment building and defend and protect it. It's just full of all kinds of really good information. To go along with that, if you go check out JC Dodge over at Mason Dixon Tactical at their website, he has got a number of really good courses. His Rural Team Tactics course, which is a couple of different levels of that. You've got your Rural Buddy Team Essentials course. He's got, see what else? You got your Small Unit Tactics and Techniques series. That's really tied in really closely with what these guys are doing in here as far as the NPT Neighborhood Protection Team stuff. So that's some good hands-on training from a good instructor right there. If you're up in his area, check it out on his website. Again, that's Mason Dixon Tactical, MasonDixonTactical.com. You can go on there, check out those courses that he offers. They tie in really good with the NPT philosophy, which is something I think is probably a lot more accurate than what some people may be putting out, because it's really based around true small groups. 2 to 4 people, maybe 6 at a most, operating in a team. Obviously, if you can get more than that together, then all the better. If you can get a whole neighborhood together, then even better. But even with a whole neighborhood, you're still going to want to stick to those smaller teams just to maximize your manpower. So sticking to that 2 to 6 man type format, I think, is a really wise way to go. So check this book out, guys. I really think it's a good addition for you to have. Read it, pass it on. Show it to your friends and relatives. Another cool thing that they've got is in the back here, they've got even some checklists where you can do your own inventory of, like, food, how much food you've got, and then figure out the calories per serving, the number of containers you've got, and then figure out exactly how far you could stretch your stored food. They've got things that you can use in your neighborhood, such as you can run off copies of this, neighborhood protection survey questionnaire, where you can find out who all in your neighborhood may be interested. And obviously you'd have to be discreet about that and determine who in your neighborhood might be receptive to that sort of thing and who wouldn't. But use your own judgment and go from there. Another one in here, protection team group information. You can use this to have information on each of your people in your team. Contact information, address, what kind of relative experience they may have. Something right here really important, their age and health issues. I think that's a really key thing right there, that you could put a whole separate page attached to that and find you a good medical person, either designate somebody in your team to get trained as a medical person or find an experienced medical person and have as much medical information for each person as you can. That way your medical person will have something to reference if somebody should get hurt or sick, such as what's a normal blood pressure and heart rate for that person, what's a normal weight, etc., those sort of things, so that if something starts getting out of kilter, it's easier to figure it out. 2 other quick things. This is another good book, Holding Your Ground, Preparing for Defense If It All Falls Apart by Joe Nobody. Easy to pick up on Amazon. Joe Nobody's got a ton of different books on Amazon, including different training books like this, and also his fictional storyline that I've read the first couple of books of. It's pretty good fictional reading. But this is another good resource to have that ties in really good with a failure civility. This focuses a lot more on more of your individual training and plans and securing your own individual home or retreat or stuff. It does delve into having a team a little bit, but it's just a good addition to the other book. Good reference to have. Physical paperback. Day ever comes you don't have electricity, you might have to let a new person read up on some of this stuff. Here you go. You've got some things in easy to understand, layman's terms right here. And finally, so I don't bore you too long, another book from Joe Nobody, Without Rule of Law, Advanced Skills to Help You Survive. As the title suggests right here, this book is more oriented towards hiding, evading, scavenging, infiltrating. It's all about moving around by yourself in a non-permissive type environment, grid down scenario, catastrophic event, whatever, and if the situation is such that you don't want to be noticed, how to move around discreetly, how to do individual camouflage, and some pretty unconventional methods of doing it, which I think are kind of cool. How to get into abandoned buildings and such, how to scavenge for food, how to scavenge for supplies, all kind of things like that in here. Again, another good paperback book, plenty of diagrams and tips, just really good suggestions Again, not a be-all, end-all, and it's not that you've got to take every word verbatim in any of them, but they're really good suggestions if you don't have an idea on something, and good suggestions to get you thinking. Maybe you might not like exactly what one of these authors suggests, but it puts your mind into thinking of something similar that you do like better. So, with that said, check these out. The Joe Nobody stuff is available on Amazon. Really, really plentiful and easy to find on there. Just search for Joe Nobody stuff. And then Failure Civility, go to failurecivility.com to get that one. Highly recommended. And then also check out MasonDixonTactical.com on the internet as well. So there you go, guys. That's all for now. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.